So you're saying watch what you say. In other words, if I call DeMarco Moore a big oaf, that wouldn't be very friendly to do on a live show.
Yeah, you need to wait, now you need to wait until this is over to do that.
You're live too.
We are live. Yeah, we were live. As soon as you hit that button, we're live.
Yeah, but I mean, but not on my second screen that I have to mute.
I understand, Ron. I understand. Me too. By golly, I did.
We're live, but we're not live on the most important screen.
It is on mine, Ron. It's that T-Mobile you got.
We're live, people.
Yeah. But if I start talking, you're gonna have that that echo because I gotta wait and mute this.
What? Nothing but fun.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I got it muted here. Okay, boys, are we ready here? We're gonna start the show officially now. 3, 2, 1, and welcome into Drone Nation for November 25th, 2024. This is our Thanksgiving Black Friday special edition show where we will save you folks a whole bunch of money if you need a new drone for shopping for one of your loved ones or whatever, maybe not such a loved ones for a drone for these holidays. But before we get on that, we have a couple special guests here. We have Brian Mackey from Houston and Al Cerchione from Margate, Florida. I'll never forget Al's town. And they both have a couple meetups to talk about here in a few minutes. But before we do that, we're going to go right to DeMarco Moore and put him on the hot seat, folks. This is our fearless Monday Night Football forecast. He calls the game so you don't have to watch it. You can just keep watching the show. He never gets it. We're like undefeated in these things, I believe. So today, we have a good matchup. We have the Baltimore Ravens with a record of 7-4 versus the LA Chargers with a record of 7-3. Now, even though the Chargers are at home, Baltimore is giving 2.5 points up tonight.
Yes, I saw that, and I made my pick before the game started, and I'm not going to change it. But right before I walked in here and sat down, I saw the score, and I'm still not going to change it. I'm going with Baltimore, and last I looked, they were losing 7-0. So
10-0 now. So, but it's still early.
Who's counting?
That's why I call these fearless. DeMarco doesn't care. He predicts even against all the odds and the score and whatever. He's fearless, bold in these predictions.
It doesn't matter when it's not my money. Sorry, Marcus. It's Marcus.
DeMarco's made a lot of folks rich watching this show.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to say. It's not your money. It's not your money. You don't care. Well, no.
I learned something new about DeMarco today. DeMarco Moore is the McRib sauce king of the United States.
No.
Loves that McRib sauce.
No, wait. First, I don't love it. There was, just so they know, there was a website that announced that the rib sauce will be going on sale. The McRib sauce will be going on sale today at 9 a.m. Central Time, and I missed it. It sold out before though. So
oh wow.
Marcus knows about it because I put it in the household calendar, and my wife posted it that I did because normally I don't add to the calendar at all.
Shelly told
anyway, time to talk about drones.
You got a McDonald's down the street or something?
What you say?
You got a McDonald's down the street?
No. Like you had to go to a website and buy it. They were selling gallons.
Oh, okay. Go
ahead.
Gallons of it.
Gallons of it. Though, and I missed the sale. Well, I missed it by about 20 minutes. So anyway.
Maybe you could find somebody reselling on eBay or something.
I know. Maybe I talked to Johnny.
Yeah,
he's always selling something.
Always. There you go.
All right. Anyway, come on.
Anyways, back to drones. Okay. Here's a Drone Nation deal, usually deal of the day, but this is deals of the day today. Now, I'm getting all this information from an email I got from DJI themselves. So if any of this information is wrong, I got it right from the horse's mouth. Okay. First one, the Mini 4K, which Marcus owns the Mini 4K. It regularly sells for, help me out, Marcus.
Well, it started at $339, Ron, and then it's been $299 lately, but now reduced again. I don't want to get your punchline.
Oh, you could take it here for an all-time low price of $239. So, Marcus, is a drone like this worth $239?
Isn't that amazing? It not only is it worth it, it is Wow, that's just a tremendous deal. $239, and it's a real drone. It's a real 3-axis gimbal.
Marcus, if anybody doesn't know, the Mini 4K is kind of like a gussied up version of the Mini 2. Is that correct?
It is the Mini 2. It is the Mini 2. It's identical to the Mini 2, which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And we're only talking. This is only $40 more than the DJI Neo.
Oh wow!
And this is a much more capable. I'm going to call it camera drone. Would that be accurate?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. With the RCN1 controller
in the box,
or is it the N2? I can't remember, but it is on. Must be the RCN1. It is on OcuSync 2, which is a tremendous transmission system, and that's what you get with a drone like that, as opposed to a lot of these drones behind me that I test and so forth. Some of them, they have some kind of cool features and so forth, but what the two main things that DJI just nails is that OcuSync transmission system and the camera quality. Nothing else comes close.
Brian or Al, do you have either of you guys have this Mini 4K that came out earlier this year?
Well, I had the original Mini 2, which I still love. That's a great little drone, really is.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Mini 2 SE, but that was the older one that only shot at the most 2.75K.
2.7, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great drone. I mean, I put it out over the water, and I was getting a mile out of it, even though it was a Wi-Fi drone.
Yeah.
But, no, I traded that in and got the Mini 4.
Oh,
that's my go-to there. It always rides with me.
The Mini 2 SE actually used OcuSync 2 as well. It was the Mini SE that was Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So, this definitely sounds like especially for like a gift item. If you were giving somebody like a first drone or whatever, this one may be the perfect fit, Marcus.
So Ron and I discussed this earlier today. I think it's a perfect fit for somebody that is not a real intense drone hobbyist like all of us on the panel. Somebody that's just casual, say they've got another hobby, out camping or whatever. And just like you would carry around a camera to take some pictures, they want a drone just to get an occasional aerial shot or whatever. Wow, that Mini 4K I think really fits the bill for a lot of people. And if you want a drone that's very compact and quite frankly you don't have a lot of money tied up in, carry it on your motorcycle, carry it in your car or whatever. It's
RV. Marcus, we neglected to say it's under 250 grand for the people who don't want to register a drone.
Right.
Don't want to pull around with remote ID.
When that sale came out, I've thought about buying that a couple of times. And when I really thought about this time, the only thing holding me back is I wouldn't be getting it for myself. I'd be getting it for my son Maddox, who's 11.
Right.
He doesn't have a phone, and I don't feel like messing with the phone, dealing with him.
Yeah,
so
true.
that's the only reason
why you need a smartphone. Yeah, folks, you will. If you're thinking about giving it to a kid, you will need a smartphone to operate this drone. So,
not necessarily.
No,
you can use a Wi-Fi iPad. Even you can use another type of device.
That's true.
Good point. Good point, Brian. Good point.
My main go-to is a triple tech, and it doesn't have anything but Wi-Fi. I mean, there's no reason to, as long as I can bind it to my phone.
Or even an older phone that's wouldn't even have to be live. In other words, not connected. Yeah.
Good point.
I'm still flying my Mini with the old smart controller.
Oh wow! One, yeah.
Awesome. And I tell you, that smart controller worked great with that thing.
Oh yeah,
it's a nice screen to fly with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, DeMarco, I may have a better buy for you for Maddox. The DJI Mini 3. Now, it sounds like it's not as advanced as the Mini 4K, but it is. The Mini 3 is on sale for $329. Now, all these, I'm giving you all prices. These are all base kits with basic controllers I'm giving you prices for. But the Mini 3 is actually, when it came out, I don't know what the original price was. what, $600-700 or something, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, I think 550, something like that, Ron, as I recall.
Okay. And now this one has the same, 1/1/3 camera sensor that the Mini 3 Pro had, and many of the same kind of things like that, flight time and whatever.
Vertical video is a big one.
Yeah, vertical videos. So, and this one's a lot more, an OcuSync 3, I believe. Right. So this is a lot more drone than the Mini 4K for $90 more. Marcus, you also own this drone. What's your opinions of it after,
I do, yeah. I own a few mini drones. It's a big leap up in camera quality, and Ron, also in battery life. It flies a lot longer, and you mentioned OcuSync 3, and it does a few more tricks. I'm trying to remember what all of the intelligent flight modes are with that one, but it's just another step up in camera quality. And like you said, for another $90, it'd be worth it to me for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody else have the either the Mini 3 or maybe even the Mini 3 Pro that?
One more comment, Ron. You could also use the DJI RC with the Mini 3 that you cannot do with the Mini 4K.
Yeah, the Mini 3 Pro used to fly with the DJI RZ Pro controller. I don't know about the plain Jane Mini 3.
I could probably tell you here in a second.
So anyhow, this
let's just fire it up, and I'll look
at it right the screen. But while you're firing it up, you could certainly recommend the Mini 3 even at this point in time.
Oh yeah, it's a tremendous little drone, yeah.
And probably for a beginner who has more aspirations of capturing good photo and video.
Well, I'm not going to steal your thunder again, Ron, but there's one more step, isn't there?
Yes. Do you want me to wait until you're done booting up there, or?
Yeah. Let me just tell you. I can tell you here real quick. So,
if folks are wondering about Mark, he's going to see what drones are available to choose in the RC Pro.
It is not here on the RC Pro, okay. So I guess not.
Maybe I was even wrong on the Mini 3. Maybe that was the original smart controller or something.
Well, no, that is on here.
Okay.
Yeah, the original Mini 3 Pro is on here. Yeah.
Okay, so somehow they downgraded the Mini 3 that didn't have something that the Mini 3 Pro had.
Yeah, it doesn't show on the Pro controller. So
okay. Anyway. Good information. But Marcus is talking about now there's a huge jump in price, but also a huge jump in quality here. Again, this is all on DJI's website. These sales are legit. This is their Black Friday sale, so I'm sure these prices I'm giving you are going to run through the weekend, probably into Cyber Monday. But the DJI Air 3 now, folks, we are in the Air 3S now, but the Air 3 that came out over a year ago, it's down to $879. And I believe when that drone was new, it was $1,099. So you're knocking $220 off at this point. And this is a tremendous step up from the mini drones as far as, battery life, this performance, in the wind, the speed, and everything like that. Al or Brian, do either you guys have the Air 3?
No. I have the Mavic 3.
Hey, Al, I got one. I'll sell you.
No. Nope.
Hey, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. DeMarco, you don't have the Air 3, do you?
I do not know.
No.
Hey, DeMarco, I got one. I'll sell you.
What? It's breaking up, Marcus. I can't hear you. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I still have my Air 2S, which I love.
That's the Air 2S is still a strong winner.
That's another good one.
Yep. Marcus, can you recommend the Air 3 at this price point for this?
It is a tremendous drone. Until they came out with the Air 3S, the Air 3, man, I'll tell you, I've got the three-eyed monster here, but boy, that Air 3, it's a little bit faster in ascent and descent speed, handles like a sports car. It is amazing.
Marcus is referring to, even though it doesn't have the camera quality of the Mavic 3 series, it actually flies, faster,
Right.
vertically, horizontally, any way you can. Than the it's actually a better performing drone flight wise than the Mavic 3 series at a much lower price.
I agree with that. In fact, I know this is going to sound really dumb, but I flew this guy today, the three-eyed monster, and it honestly, after flying the Air 3S, it felt a little sluggish.
So, hey, but still, at the price point of $879 for the Air 3, it's a tremendous bargain. Now that's kind of okay. And now a lot of the drones that people want, the newer drones with DJI, they're not on sale yet. Like say the Avata 2 is a favorite of many people's. But if you get a drone like the Avata 2, you don't get any money off, but you get free care refresh. I'm not sure if that's for 1 or 2 years, but you get care refresh on a couple different, modern drones from DJI.
For the Avata, yeah.
Avata 2, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad deal. Yeah.
No.
Al, you've got the Avata, don't you?
No.
Oh,
No, I don't have. I have the old potato. I have the FPV potato. Yeah.
Brian, you
I have the Potato, Avata 1, and Avata 2, and I fly them all regularly.
You
oh,
do.
very good.
You do.
Yeah,
I
I
love
flew
them.
the
And
potato.
they all do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to clear out a picnic, you get that Avata 1 up there and just buzz them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and the potato's not a quiet drone, that's for sure. But
No.
it can move.
And it gets rid of the birds too.
oh yeah.
May take down 1 or 2 of them too.
Yeah.
That's right. DeMarco was a potato flyer.
Hey, getting off the subject a little bit here. Will there ever be a Potato 2?
I think
one
the
been
DJI
too long.
Air has probably told him no.
Yeah, it's been too long, man. No.
I wish I had one of those magic 8 balls. I'd shake it and I'd go, my sources say no.
It's kind of like a Spark or Tello or whatever DJI drone was once and done.
Yeah. Hey, Koopy's in the chat. What do you think, Koopy? Potato 2 or no?
And Marcus, as to your slow Mavic 3, hey, the 4 is what, January coming out?
There's rumors, huh? Well, that'll be interesting.
It's going to be agile as good as the Air 3S at least. So,
what kind of magic tricks are they going to hand us? You're right, Brian. It's going to have to be powerful, right? And number 2, how are they going to up that LiDAR and the AI that they put into the Air 3S? There's going to have to be some real magic tricks in that drone.
The real magic will be able to clear customs and actually get to you if you order it.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, lots to say on that subject, but we've beat it all to death in the past. So,
nobody really knows. So, okay, a couple non-droners from DJI, they're on sale, but these are people. A lot of drone users need things like this. The Power 1000, that's the big power station from DJI. It's on sale for $479. I believe that thing retails for $999. I believe our friend Johnny Dronefly even got it cheaper on the Amazon.
Yes, he got it for about $419, I think. Though, yeah.
Wow.
Johnny doesn't miss a bargain.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Big money, Johnny.
Yeah, big money, Johnny. That's
He's
right.
Italian, but you'd think he'd be Scottish heritage the way he gets those deals.
Well, maybe he's the the Italian Scottish or whatever.
Yeah.
And one more kind of drone related thing. A lot of us got drone flyers like to film our B-roll, so you can pick up a DJI Action 4. That's one generation back from the Action 5 Pro. $209, and I believe that came out for like $399. Al, what do you think of the Action 4?
I like it. I use it all the time. It's I paid $399 when I bought it.
Yeah,
I think it was $399.
I did too. Yep.
Yeah, and it suits my needs. It really does.
Oh yeah, great! One of the best action cameras ever. Brian, do you have the Action 4?
No, I have this.
Is that the Insta360 Ace Pro?
It is. It's the first one, and
Pro 1.
I'm not impressed with the second one because it's basically there's no difference between the two of them. Every review I've seen, I don't see any difference in the quality of the film or the video or the pictures. So, I mean, it's a great camera. I love this thing because I don't get any shading like I do in my GoPro. Now, I don't have a DJI Action to compare it to, but compared to GoPro's a dog. This is awesome. This thing at night, I mean, you can go by candlelight and see with this.
Yeah, it's famous for its low light performance. Yes.
But
yeah. Marcus, you're a fan of the Action 4.
Yeah, well, I became a fan of the DJI Action cameras. I was a GoPro guy, and I would upgrade my GoPro camera every year. And I got to the GoPro 9 and then the GoPro 10 in particular, and it was just so unreliable. I lost so much work with that camera, and it got so frustrating. The light would be blinking on the front. You thought you were recording, but you weren't. It'd be locked up. And then the only way you could get it going again is to pull the battery out and reboot it. So that's how I ended up with my first DJI Action camera, and then just never looked back. So
whatever happened to that first DJI Action camera that you?
I don't know. You still use it though, right? And it's still a good camera, right? The original Action. Yeah.
I mean,
which is the one that used to overheat.
For what I use it for with the kids. Perfect. It's fine.
That original Action, and then the Action 2 overheats like crazy.
Right. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. I still use my Action 2, and I like that form factor. They came out with a heat sink case that went over the top of it that to a large extent solved that overheating problem.
Right.
Not completely, but
yeah. We don't have any problems with the Action 4 though. There's
That's
no overheating. Yeah.
No, the Action 4 is bulletproof.
Yeah, that thing works really good.
And getting back to your original statement, $209 is a great price.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And now that's a 4K 60. I think it's even 4K 100 frames per second on that thing, and it has all the hyperlapse and all that stuff on it also.
So Brian, you're the only Insta360 camera I've ever had is the little Go 2, and I like it. There's certain cases where that tiny little camera is really handy, but I've never used one of their Action cameras.
No, I swear by this thing, man. Like I said, I've had GoPros, a couple of them, and between the overheating and they were just never any good in low light. And I live in low light. Everything I do, I always like to do low light.
Yeah.
You just can't beat it. I mean, it's in daytime. There's other than the EV, there's nothing to adjust. You just leave it on auto, and it's damn near perfect.
Yeah.
So, I've used Insta360, but I've only ever used the 360 cameras. I've never used the Action camera or the little point of view camera that Marcus has.
The 360 1X series, with the
that's what I have. Yep.
I love those. I mean, they are gimmicky, but they can be a hoot to play with, especially with the Avata. I've got several videos where I will keyframe that Avata going by that camera.
Yep.
And it is just cool as shit to watch the Avata that way.
Yep.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So I'm curious, Brian, when you say keyframe, is that, I mean, I understand the terminology, but is it an automatic thing that it's in the software or?
No, I mean, you have to manually do it yourself in post in the Insta360 app. But once you get the rhythm of doing it, it comes real fast.
Gotcha.
And it's literally you're taking split seconds of each frame and moving the camera while you're following the drone. And if you do take the drone and do a 180 around the Insta360, it makes for a really cool shot.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
It's a little extra work in post over, say, using Action.
I mean, to put maybe a 20-second clip together can take 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah.
But another little trick is to fly the drone over the top, because like I said, at 360 you're getting above too, and that's the trick, is to be able to flip the camera while it's looking up and still hold the horizon in the position on the way back.
Oh, that's awesome.
It'll make you dizzy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of wraps up the deals. if we get any more deals, by next week's show, Cyber Monday, we'll come back with more deals. These are all. I don't have any links here because we're no longer DJI affiliate sellers here. But just go, if you get the DJI email, you've already got the email. If not, just go over to the website. Now, some more DJI news. Now, I had this up on the screen. I've had it up since the beginning of the show. Tomorrow is the big day. Carry less, capture more. November 26, 2024, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you got to get pretty early in the morning here. This is going to be the DJI Mic Mini that's been much rumored for over a month now. That is you can buy an individual, just little receiver on its own. You can buy a kit with 2 mics or whatever and a transmitter. I believe just the mic alone, the rumored price is like $62. I don't think it's going to sell for that odd price, but in the ballpark of 62. And I think the full kit with the rechargeable dock and all that's going to be, I believe, $179 according to the rumor prices. We will know, of course, in less than what's to say here. Even says like 11 hours or so. So, and you see, this is the thing is waiting to go tomorrow morning. There's already people over in the chat there, even though it's like 11 hours away or something like this. So I know Marcus and I are a big fan of the DJI mics. We've had the Mic 1 and Mic 2, but this is a smaller, more compact kit. Brian or Al, are you wireless mic fans?
No, well, I don't use the DJI. I use one of these cheapies for when I do an interview or something. They work fine with me.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, I've got one of the major knockoff brands, and for what I do, for what limited I do, it works fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the price is right, because I was watching yours, Ron, the other day, and several other people, Billy Kyle, Flight Path, Aldrin. Those DJI mics are pretty impressive. I mean, when you have the wind block on them, I mean, it sounds like they're inside of a room.
Yeah, and I just even beyond the audio quality, what Marcus and I like about these mics is they have a button on the side where you can record, internally to the mic. So that means even if you walk away from the receiver or whatever, you can never get out of range because you can do dual recording. You don't have to pick one or the other. You can dual record, but you can always, or just as a backup, you can record directly to that mic. So even if something goes wrong in the transmission to the camera or whatever, you still have that backup file.
One more huge feature, though, Ron, that you taught me.
Yeah.
So there's a button on top of the microphone that you can stop and start that Action 4 camera with, or Action 5.
Yeah. If you're using a DJI camera or Pocket 3.
Yeah.
As road
start recording, stop recording. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you walk all the way over and get in front of your B-roll camera, you stand there and then you think, oh, I forgot to start recording. You don't have to put everything down and walk back behind the camera again. You can just, it's actually the, what do you call it? The sync button or whatever. Yeah. It doubles as a stop and start once you're going there. So, yeah. I mean, to me, that stuff like that's almost just as important as the, the audio quality, whatever,
One more quick comment, Ron. If they truly are I know this is going to sound dumb because it's a tiny little mic already, but it does sometimes, like if you have it on a T-shirt or something, it'll pull the collar down a little bit because of the weight.
Agreed.
This mini one, I might just buy just the mic itself, and if you can record to the mic, and I suspect you probably can. That might $69.
Yeah.
I'm going to save you some money, Marcus. For about $20, you can get a lavalier, which is going to be smaller and lighter than the Mic 2, and just have your regular DJI mic on your waist or something like that, and have that lavalier coming up through your shirt or your collar. Going to be lighter, cheaper, harder to see than the DJI Mic Mini.
It better have a long. You better have a long cord because it's got to go over that.
Yeah, you need
you
that.
You can order the extra long. Yes,
it's got to go over a lot of real estate.
That's it.
DeMarco, are you a wireless mic guy at all?
I am not. Though it's a cool product though, but I'm not getting it. Nah.
Mm-hmm. The big question is here. I think I put this in there. It looks like a great product, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to think about ordering it. But will it be available in the U.S.? you know, and or even if it is available to use, do you have to order directly from DJI? Will Best Buy, will Amazon, will somebody else carry it? That's more or less the concern for us guys nowadays is how can we get these products?
Good point.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is, this is story number 4 here. I just today I saw the DJI Neo drone is now available again on Amazon. Shipped and sold by Amazon, not by a third party reseller who's upcharging it for. This is for the $199, or you can order the kit for the $279 kit where you get the extra batteries directly from Amazon. So that's good news. And that may not be true tomorrow or the next day. So if you're thinking about if you want a Neo, you don't want to order from DJI because of customs issues and you don't get it quite as fast if you order from DJI. Amazon now has it.
When you told me that, Ron, I looked to see if the Air 3S was also on there.
Oh, yeah?
It's not. No.
Yeah. And the Air 3S, as far as I know, is never has been, but the Neo kind of comes and goes as far as being available.
You were talking about on Amazon, right?
Yes.
Yes, the Air 3S is not on Amazon.
That never has been. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I was looking today just for giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Best Buy.
Yeah, or either one. It never has been. Not available now. Never. Will it ever be? That we don't know. So, yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
To that end, I didn't want to mention anything, but I just ordered the Air 3S the other day because my wife gave me permission.
Why is move on both accounts?
But I'm just wondering though. I've gotten a notice from DHL saying it's going to be delivered Friday. And I was expecting these customs issues that y'all have been talking about. So I'm surprised if it gets here on Friday, I'm going to be pretty impressed. It's also a holiday too.
Well, you're gonna get it on. You're gonna get it. You're the best drone on the market on Black Friday. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, the Mavic 3 Pro is the best drone." Camera wise, it is. But when you throw that Air 3S up, Brian, just plan a lot of time out because you're going to want to fly the heck out.
That's just the thing, though. Am I going to get it on Friday?
Oh, you will. You need to come back on when after you get it, Brian. I'd love to hear your impressions of it after you've flown it a little bit. Yeah,
because I'm still a strong user of the Air 2S regularly.
That is the Air 2S is going to be one of those iconic DJI drones. It just filled so many bills. That 1-inch sensor, the fact it was the first camera drone that flew athletically. It really has that high ascent speed and descent speed that as you recall, the Mavic 2 at the time did not have.
No,
it was way faster than either of those. Yeah,
and that was also. It's funny you mentioned that, Mark. It's the first drone when you take your right thumb and you kind of move it anywhere but the up, down, left, right quadrant. Anywhere in between those, the older drones never really responded well. The Air 2S was the first one. It's like, oh, look at this, it's turning. And you've got it in a quarter of the quadrant, and it was doing that, and it really impressed me.
Yeah, it's still, I think, and I know, Al, you still fly yours. It's a it's a drone people could fly for years to come. It's a good one.
But here's another good one that I still love to fly.
Oh yeah, saw one of those.
Yeah. Is that the Phantom 4?
Phantom 4 Pro, yeah. I love that
Pro
drone.
with the 1-inch sensor.
Yeah, it's a great drone. I got this one for nothing.
Oh, that's a good deal.
One of my clients gave it to me as a gift.
Do you still use it for jobs, Al?
What was that?
Do you still use a drone for jobs?
Yeah, I still use it every once in a while. But he gave it to me because he bought it, and the first time he flew it into a tree, and he broke the landing legs.
Oh boy!
And I forgot what else. And I got it, and I put it back together, and I was flying it, and then I sent it over to Thunder Drones, and they put a new camera on it, and he put a brand new camera on it, and landing gear and everything, and I got it back for like $350. So.
But Thunder Drones,
I know
he's not around anymore.
No, and he used to do a lot of work for me. I used to send a lot of stuff to him. He was really good.
Yeah, he did a lot of work. All right, he's probably making rocks someplace now. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
Well,
my buddy Alex there.
yeah, I was going to say, Al, we're gonna go to you now. In our meetup section show, Al, Al will give us an overview of the South Florida Drone Flyers Fort Pierce Inlet meetup. Al, where is Fort Pierce?
Fort Pierce is it's a little ways past Jupiter, and it's basically an island over there, and it's really nice to fly at the inlet there.
Oh,
You
wow.
fly one side is a state park, and the other side is you can fly with no problem.
So
And
it's north of Jupiter, but south of the drone meetup, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And that's where I met Captain Ray. I had a meetup about 3 years ago, and that's how I met Ray.
Fort Pierce, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
he came up to the meetup, and we've been friends ever since.
How about that?
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm gonna roll the video here and put the sound down in the background. But you just give us an overview. You know, we know where it was, Fort Pierce. It's a little bit north of Jupiter. You know, I think in the video we see a little bit of a wind, but it looks like you had a pretty good turnout, a nice day overall as far as sun and all that.
Yeah, it was a windy day. The winds were pumping up to around 30 miles an hour. And this is Alex, and he's
I'll make this big here.
he does his thing.
He put this little video up. I tried to make that. Yeah, there it goes, full screen. So there we go.
Yeah, that's
So you were there for sunrise.
Yeah, yeah.
And this was the same day as the Las Vegas meetup, I believe.
Well, this was this is the same weekend. I had a wedding the day before, and
Yeah.
that's why I didn't go to the Vegas one. But there's Alex now taking off, and
You had
this
some
is
nice
what it's
cloud
like.
that morning.
It's really beautiful over there. It really
Oh, it
is.
sure is. Look at that.
You know, it's I didn't get to fly that much. I got stuck on the barbecue most of the day.
TJ.
Is that TJ there?
That was TJ there. We had about 16 of us that showed up that day. Yeah, there's a bunch of guys there. Jesus. Let's see. He's going too quick. But
What's that thing there? Like a jetty?
Yeah. You can go fishing off of these jetties. Yeah,
Hey, is that Uncle Bill?
Yes,
Big
it
Bill.
is. He was
You live
live streaming
streaming?
that day. There's TJ, the 70s porn star.
Is that Ken Gottlieb over there?
Yes, it is. Ken Gottlieb.
Sorry.
Who else we got there? Harry. We got this. This here is.
Is that a GoPro Karma?
Look at that.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
There was an Autel. You had a nice variety of drones.
That was Ken Gottlieb's. He flew the Autel. This is
Watch
my
that hawk up
drone.
there.
That bird was waiting for my drone. That's why I landed right there.
Good Bill.
Uncle Bill. What's Uncle Bill flying?
That's
Air-
an
He had
Air.
the Air 2S. The Air
Yeah.
2S.
Oh, somebody brought out Aspire.
Yeah, the same guy with the same guy with the Karma drone.
Oh, I see. There, you in charge of grilling.
Yeah.
Ken Nida
Ken
made it.
Nida was there. Yeah, we had a good turnout that day. It was a lot of fun, but it's a beautiful place to fly. That's
Yeah,
the
it is.
state side. That was the state side of the
Okay.
park. And then
What's that? What's that in the air there? Like a balloon?
That's one
or
of those
something?
windsurfers.
Windsurfer, yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
look, there's
Oh,
your,
that's
my
there's your
potato.
little potato.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's my potato.
Potato, 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 potato.
Yeah, that's it. That's
He's in the goggles too there.
Always a comedian.
that was Alex. Yeah, but it's really a beautiful place to fly. Plenty. And Alex was flying the Avata.
Look how
too.
windy it is.
Yeah, it got really windy. Well, no, that. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Alex with the Avata too.
Chasing boats.
Chasing boats.
Look
That
at
day,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. And there's
Oh,
Tony.
there's
I think
Tony.
you guys remember Tony Zarnecki?
Yeah, Tony.
Bug guy.
Yeah, the bug guy. Yeah.
The music guy too for the
Yep.
Drone
He's the
Meetup.
music guy. Yeah, there's another one of those windsurfers.
windsurfers.
Yeah,
That's
it was
that's
windy.
that's Al out there between flights.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, between barbecuing.
So you had a
And then we had a
raffle
bunch
from,
of raffle
from Star
prizes.
RC.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff from Start RC. We got strobe lights, we got landing pads, and all sorts of stuff. And then Ken Nida actually donated two $25 gift cards.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So it turned out to be a really good day. Everybody pitched in for the food. We all, I got the hamburgers and hot dogs. Somebody else brought rolls and condiments and stuff. Alex
Alex said he brought the buns.
Yeah, he brought some good Cuban pastry too from Miami.
Okay.
So it was. I mean, we had a pretty good turnout that day. So it was nice. It was. I was glad because that was the first one I had of this year because it was so hot here. This year, you couldn't even fly
hot summer.
there. Yeah, it was very warm here. It was horrible. The weather here was really horrible. Too hot. But it was. We had a fun day. There was a good bunch of guys, and a couple of new people. New guy was standing there. I didn't even know who the heck he was. And then he introduced himself with 3 bags of potato chips and pretzels and stuff.
That's the way to come in.
Yeah, so it was good. But everybody had a good time that day.
How far away did people come? Alex,
we had one guy come all the way from Homestead.
Homestead, wow.
That's all the way down before
That's
Key Largo.
almost in the Keys.
Yeah, before Key Largo, yeah. He came up about 2 hours.
Old timers remember Homestead. Remember in the 90s it blew away?
Yeah.
Had a terrible hurricane and blew away.
Yeah. But they drove about 2 hours, 2.5 hours that day to get up there. And he never even got a chance to fly. His drone had problems. Because he's an FPV flyer.
Okay.
So, but
John Cooley said this show's making me hungry. I hope potato chips. So let me get Brian's video queued up here now. Any questions for Al about the meetup in Fort Pierce, guys?
I'm good.
Don't everybody rush at once here.
I'll say one thing.
It's like fun.
I get it's the rules that we have to go by here, but if we try to roll out food like that, they'll run us off. You
Really?
have to have permits, yeah. Especially when we're in a park like this.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, what's the point of that? I mean, I don't understand why.
Why have barbecues like where we
It's
are?
got to do with the health department here, and you wouldn't think so, but it does.
Really?
It sounds like you had some wind too, Brian, that day.
We did have some wind, and there was a guy there flying his Dio around too, like it was no big deal. I was impressed.
Wow.
Now, all those clouds, did you have a storm before or after? Or
The storm was in the morning, so this is kind of fading away.
okay.
But there was a couple of Air 2S's there.
Oh, wow.
And we had a light turnout for this. I mean, we got about 20-something people there. We usually get anywhere from 50 to 80. But because of the weather, it kind of
the weather looked good. Most of you guys are in short sleeves and stuff, so it must have been warm that day.
No, it was warm that day. That's Steve Hyde and his wife there. She flies. In fact, they both have a media company now doing drone work.
Oh, wow. Now, where was this park at?
This is it. We're in it.
But I mean, where was this park located? In Houston?
This park is in Texas City, Texas, which is just north of Galveston.
Say the name again, Brian.
It's in Texas City, Texas.
Okay. That looks like an F-100, but I don't know what the biplane is.
Yeah, I hope they're just showpieces now. You're not flying in an airport, right?
They're just this place is supposedly the birthplace of the United States Air Force back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that F-100, that's a neat
nice.
Hey, Mark, is that like a Thunder something they used to call it, the nickname?
Yeah, Thunder Chief or something.
Yeah.
But
I think I spotted Joe Fotolea in one of the shots.
Yeah, Joe made for some good stuff here in a little bit, but the normal group that shows up.
I'm still trying to wrap my arms around the fact that you can't have food.
You can't have food.
There's certain places where we have to ask permission. This is one of them, and that's the biggie. You cannot have food because theoretically you can sell it. They don't want you selling anything. Then you got to get even more permits. By the way, this ground shot is from the Ace Pro.
I like that hyperlapse.
So if people come to one of your meetups, do they have to pack a sandwich, but they have to hide in their car when they eat it?
You can eat anything you want. Beverages come out, and we even have people play music every now and again.
But like if you wanted a barbecue or something like that, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
No, technically no.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's.
I guess you stop at McDonald's on the way over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, either that or after.
So we had a couple of Evos there.
Yeah, I was taking a picture of his Evo with mine, and here's Joe Fodolio.
Oh, is that him flying?
Oh, yeah.
Moving along, man.
And
Oh,
he's
I can
being
tell
chased.
Joe just by the way he's flying.
He's got that thing lit up like it's pretty hard to miss.
Tree. Now, was Mike right there?
No, Mike Wright didn't make this one. He usually does. Lee Bessing will show up. He was at the one in May. So, and I mean, they're coming from a pretty good ways away. Like,
Well, Mike's in Katy a lot. I believe Katie's closer to Houston.
yeah, Katie's close, but like Lee Bessing is driving in from San Antonio a lot of times. We had a couple guys come from Austin a few times. Like I said, it was a light turnout for this one. And here we have a crash. Sorry, Joe.
Oh boy.
For a second, I thought he was going to fly it up the tailpipe of that fighter jet.
A white lighthouse.
Yeah, this is the first time I'd ever been to that park. I didn't even know what was there. So this is kind of a nice little find, especially after the sun went down.
That's one of the smallest lighthouses I've ever seen.
I'm pretty sure it's more aesthetic than functional,
Okay.
but because there's there's plenty of shipping there, but it's not like they're going to run aground there.
It's still cool, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, what are you filming with this? This is pretty good low light. What's drones is?
This is the Autel Evo Light Plus.
Okay. Good.
If it's at night, it's the Light Plus.
Okay. Nice.
The Air 2S can do it, but not quite as good.
Not as good, yeah.
The Light Plus is still a legit drone. My biggest complaint about the Light Plus is not being able to have a smart controller.
Well, I fly with the Triple Tech, so that helps.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still an Autel, and it flies like a brick. When I was going around that lighthouse, it's just not smooth. It takes super precision to get that thing to go smooth around something. It's just
A lot more than that.
impossible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was November 17th. It was a good time.
I was with cousin Uncle Ray this morning and Ken Gottlieb. We were at your favorite place, the Boys Park.
I do Boys Park. Oh wow. How was
we
it?
were there this morning.
I watched the first part of your live stream, and I liked the way you said, well, some people call it Dubois or maybe Dubois.
Yeah, we were there this morning. We had a good time.
So the rumors are true. Captain Ray has snowbird down to Florida.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
The rumors are true. Captain Ray was spotted in Florida.
Yes, he was. Yes,
Okay.
we had breakfast and everything today.
Okay.
Hey, I just want to point out one thing. I see Bill Grace, who would know, called that F-100 the lead sled. So
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Sitting on a rocket engine, not much else.
And while we're
And
talking
Steve-
about meetups and Captain Ray, I want to remind everybody else of the South Florida Drone Meetup, the first Saturday in April, whatever. As Ray always says, get your rooms now.
I just
Already
booked
did.
next night. I'm coming in. I'm coming in a night earlier this year, so
Good.
I want to fly with you guys over at Dubois Park.
Yeah, come on in.
we're going to be staying at the Best West. That Best Western, there's going to be more droners at that place. It'll be, it's like,
Bill, the hotel guy, won't know what to do.
yeah, you won't know what to do.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Johnny's going to be with you guys too, right? He's staying there too.
who is
Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny, and I know
too. Yeah, early. Yeah.
Bob Dempsey is going to be there. Steve
Right.
Gardner from the UK,
Right,
he's
he's
going to
coming
be there.
Yeah.
He's bringing his wife this year.
Right.
And then, of course, Sarah and I will be there. And I know Bob Dempsey. Anyway, I don't know who. Oh, I'll bet you. I bet we'll see Barkley there. I'd be willing to bet.
Think so.
Yeah.
I would like to.
saying Fort Pierce Inlet is a great place to fly.
It is. I mean, you guys should try it when you're down there.
Yeah, we'll have to. If I get down there long enough, I want to come down and fly the Hillsboro.
Hillsboro Lighthouse. Well, let me know when, if you
Well,
want to come, and I'll
yeah.
put in for authorization for like 350 feet instead of the 100 feet.
Okay. Now I
And
don't
you
know
get
if I
some
have the
really
guts
good
to
shots.
fly at the Qatar with you.
Yeah, that's
I don't
another
know if I
great
have the guts
spot.
to go over there.
Well, I was
Based
supposed
on
to
the
fly.
security.
Yeah, well, no, we have no problems with them anymore. No
Okay.
problems. You carry a
Oh, that's
body
good.
camera now, and it's no problems.
You know what? We need Brian to come to one of those Florida meetups.
Believe me, I've been wanting to. Personal situations have kept me away, but there is a chance this year could happen, or this next year could happen.
I know Marcus DeMarco and I all got to meet Brian at the spin up. I guess it was the spin up after the COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't make that one either at the last minute. I was supposed to go.
Yeah.
No drones harmed by the grill.
No drones were harmed at all on the grill. Nope. Nobody landed on them.
When Al was firing up that grill, I'm thinking the drone should land there, just like in those volcano shots.
Yeah.
Well, there is a famous drone video of the guy.
That's
Putting
one.
it in a volcano.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
no,
Yeah.
I was thinking the guy that was flying over his campfire and the drone dropped into
oh
the.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Look, Lance pulled the trigger in the Power 1000.
There you go.
Good
And
piece
Lance
of
is a big
advice.
360 guy too. He even still flies the Air 2S with the Insta360 Spear camera on it.
Yep.
So
Ron, I forgot that's one of Ron's. Yeah, you've got that still going, don't you, Ron?
I get it out and fly it once a year.
There you go.
I should do more with it, just pure laziness, because it's quite a setup to get
That
that
Sphere
going.
is the only reason why I keep my Mavic Air 2.
Right.
I figure if it's going to go down, I'm going to go down with the Air 2, not my Air 2S.
You know, that's a great point. Great point. Yeah.
You know, this morning I was supposed to fly at the lighthouse with Ray at the Hillsborough Lighthouse.
Okay.
And I had authorization for 350 feet, but 2 days ago I deauthorized the authorization by mistake, and I couldn't get it back.
Wow.
Because you got to put in 72 hours ahead of time.
Hey, Al.
I called the tower and everything, and I begged him. I said, please, please, please. He says, I'm going to try, but he just couldn't do it. So,
You just reminded me of something, Al. So our new president coming in lives there in West Palm. And
yes.
so just like what the people were in Philadelphia were dealing with,
Billy
Joe
Kyle.
when he'd come to town,
right.
is it gonna be the same thing? And potentially during the Florida meetup, if Trump was in town, could we have
There's a no fly zone around Mar-a-Lago all the time.
No, but when all I know is like when Biden goes in, they put this huge.
Well, they a 30-mile radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that
I don't think
encompass?
so. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. What's his name? More than 30 miles north of.
How far is it from there?
Yeah,
How far is
we're
it from
pretty
there?
far up there, so I don't think we're a problem up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus,
how far is it from there, Al?
I'm really not sure, but I think we're pretty far away from it.
I'm going to say if you're going from the hotel, the Hampton, to the West Palm Beach Airport, it's almost a 2-hour ride.
Well, that's about a 2-hour ride to my house, which is almost in Fort Lauderdale. So maybe about an hour and a half, maybe.
Oh.
But I think we're going to be out of the no-fly zone if he's there.
Plus, we've already had a meetup there when Trump was president.
When he was in office, so I don't think
the very first one. I think he was still in office. So
yeah.
Al, where is the meetup at? Jupiter?
No, it's at God, what's the name of it? Ask Ron; he'll tell you exactly. I keep forgetting the name.
Ray, are you in the chat? Ray, in the chat? Tell us, Ray, in the chat.
Jensen Beach.
Jensen Beach. That's it.
Jensen Beach.
Because I got a map pulled up, and I'm fixing to pull a distance thing.
Yeah, it's a good ways from them.
Yeah, Jensen
Ray,
Beach.
Ray's saying 116 on the South Florida Drone Meetup list now.
Yeah,
you're 40 miles away from West Palm Beach.
That's what I said. We're pretty far.
Yeah, 10 miles to spare.
Yeah.
Hey, there's something going on because Mike Wright is telling us he just checked on the best rate at the Best Western in Jupiter, and it doubled since last year.
Oh wow!
Wow.
They must have got, word must have got out about.
That word got out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I can't wait for the meetup. I'm pumped. I can't
We're
wait.
having a camp out in Tampa.
Isn't that like 5 months? Isn't that 5 months away or almost or better?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, I got a clue though for people that are making reservations at that Best Western. I don't want to get too far ahead here, but I think you're almost better off if you wait like a month before or something like that. Because Ron, correct me if I'm wrong, the time of the meetup is when all the snowbirds are going back north, and so the Best Western is not as busy as it otherwise is.
Yeah. Basically, whatever March 31st, April 1st. Don't get on any highways, in Florida, head north where they're packed with snowbirds.
All the snowbirds will be going home.
Yeah. Southbound, you're okay. If you're coming down,
going north.
Your lanes are free and clear. But don't try you may be backed up all the way into Georgia, South Carolina on like I-95.
Yeah.
Before it clears out. So.
But I can't wait for the meetup. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to coming to Florida and flying drones, Al.
Yeah, and now I'm going to get a chance to speak to what's the name, the guy from Spain, because I want to do the Spain trip, the meetup.
Okay, yeah, Steve Gardner.
Steve's from the UK, but he is working.
Me and my wife want to go.
Yeah, Steve.
Good, Al. Man, because Sarah and I are going to go for sure.
You're going to go too, yeah?
Yeah,
we're thinking about going.
Yeah.
Well, Marcus, you're thinking about going on Bob Dempsey's kind of drone cruise before the meetup, right?
I think that's my wife was on the phone with Audrey earlier today, so I suspect that's probably
check your credit card to see if it's booked already.
Yeah.
So, anybody have any topics that they want to bring up and talk about that we didn't maybe mention?
Yes.
Brian, you're
just saw an article right before we come on, and it was one of these online articles that follow DJI. DJI just released 4 drones in China, specifically for China, all for agriculture.
I saw that. Good call out.
That's kind of telling right there that they're bringing their market home for something like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Well, I was going to say, I can't think of his last name. That Brandon, what's his name? That's going to be the head of the FCC now. We know that he does not want DJI in the U.S. and he's going to be in charge of the FCC. And I don't think he can unilaterally make rules, but I'm willing to bet he'll have a lot of influence. So, yeah. Again, shaking that 8 ball, you look at it and you go, signs do not look good.
Breaking news. Mike Wright just checked in again. He addresses Marcus. I just checked the main Best Western. I don't know what he means by the main one.
Third-party site. Like, in other words, if you went to a different hotels.com or something like that.
2 Queen is $159. That's what we paid last year.
Yeah, that's a great buy. In fact, I'll go on and make my reservations in it right now. What the heck?
Yeah, I'll just call Bill up personally and have him. Remember Bill told me last year if I could block off 10 rooms, I could get a discount or something.
So we need to probably get Al and Brian up to speed on Bill. Bill is the guy that works at the Best Western there in Jupiter, and he has always got a deal for you. He's one of those kind of guys.
Cool. As soon as you check in, he gives you restaurant advice. Then he gives you little coupons or something. We went to this one Mexican place. We just had to drop Bill's name when we got free drinks.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Bill's he's a man of a certain age, right, Marcus?
He is. The first time I walked into that hotel, I flew into West Palm, and I got there fairly late at night. I mean, it was like 10:30 or something like that. I walked in the door. He had never seen me before. He said, "Hey, Marcus, I've been expecting you."
And you walked in starving, right?
I was, and he gave me directions to get some food. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great. I mean, if whatever they pay him is not enough money down there. So,
Yeah.
DeMarco, any chance that we can see you in South Florida that next year? The kid, you're gonna be busy with the kids that time of year.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. I mean, I am really hoping, fingers crossed though, but like that first month of April, the last week of March is when all their sports start, and it's 5 now, 5 different things going on though, so it's sort of hard on my wife. So
Yeah. So, but hey, Bob Dempsey saying we enjoyed the Mexican place. He sent us. Yeah, I went a couple times. Like I went. Bob came like the second night or whatever. So or one night I went a couple times to the Mexican place.
I see Johnny says he's staying with me. Johnny, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight Sarah for room in the bed. So I don't know.
Hey, even Uncle Bill said everybody knows Concierge Bill.
Yeah.
So, but good point. I was going to say on the agriculture drones. I think in recent years it's kind of a habit that DJI puts out the enterprise drones first in China, and I know I saw Russ from 51 Drones say today that he was recommending the Mavic 3 Enterprise and Enterprise T or whatever, and he said, but you can't get either of those drones from DJI in the U.S. You have to get them from like a dealer or something like that. So maybe that's the cause of the agriculture and enterprise drones come out slow here, that they have to go through like a dealership deal in the U.S. and not be sold directly from the mothership.
Yeah, for certain drones though, that was kind of always the case. I remember Jim Boyd had to deal with that.
Yeah,
because he was using the Matrice, and he went through a third party for that reason, mostly for warranty work and all this other stuff.
yeah.
So they said dealing with DJI directly for that kind of bird is just not worth it.
And Mike Wright, he had his son-in-law on the show one time. His son-in-law worked for like a dealer, and that they were selling enterprise drones, service, training and everything that a shop like his would do or whatever. So yeah.
Oh, in other drone news, Skydio.
Yeah.
Poor Skydio.
What happened now?
They lost their government contract.
Yeah,
no
contract.
Yeah, Margate Police Department just bought 3 of them, $75,000, because they can't use DJI here either.
They had one at the Vegas Drone Meetup. The Las Vegas police, they came with their demo. Well, they gave us a demo, and that's what they were flying Skydio.
Yeah, and then the other part is they were integrating the software into their Action camera, body cameras, and that's another issue they're having. So there's a whole bunch of so they spent $75,000 on these drones and they can't even use them yet. And they had to turn in all of the other DJI products to the state before they even got the funding for these 3 drones. So they didn't sell them or anything. They got to turn them into the state before they were able to get these 3 Skydios.
So now the
Parrot Alfie they have is junk. They had one.
Okay.
They tried it out. At 200 feet, it lost connection.
Here's the thing.
That sounds like a Nafi. So what you're saying is that the people at Margate are kind of less safe now than they were before.
Well, it's funny because when they first lost it, like I do their Margate night out, when they're the Margate night out against crime, they used me to do the surveillance around, the area that they were having this, over the warehouse buildings, because they couldn't fly any drones at all.
Wow.
So it's and then I became a sponsor of that event. So it's a pretty cool.
You know what that means?
Hold on, Marcus. We had a question for you. Did you see it?
Before you go, Marcus, Carlos has a question for you. Carlos says, Marcus, do you have a recommendation for the best portable
expert opinion,
for
Marcus,
drone flying?
I've had a few. I've never had any DJI. In fact, I have a few. I've never had any DJI. I've never had one that I thought was bad, so I think they're all pretty good. But we know that Anchor makes a good product. Blue Eddy makes a good product. And, of course, DJI obviously makes a good product. God, I'm trying to think of another brand. But in any case, it's tough to go wrong with those power stations. A little bit about the size of them. Now, for what I do with drones, I've got a little 300 watt one that is so easy to carry in the car, and it'll charge for a day use. It's going to charge all the batteries you need. You can get the bigger. I've got a 1200 watt one here right next to me, and it's not anything you'd carry around. So like Johnny's buying that. Johnny is saying recommending the Anchor 521 for $159.
Steve Coates says Jackery.
Jackery, that's right, Steve. That's the other brand I was trying to think of.
I just bought one on Amazon today.
Oh yeah,
a solar generated 300 watt portable with the solar panel and all for $199.
Yeah,
oh,
see that's tough.
You know, and that'll be perfect for my use. I put it in the back of my truck, and if I laid the solar panel on the bed of my truck, it'll be perfect.
Hey, and speaking of that, Koopy
right
put a video out today about that. I watched it, so that's another one.
Koopy's put out a couple of Blue Eddy videos, and you should watch them because he's very professional, and he goes into great detail about the capabilities. And you won't just learn about Blue Eddy, you'll learn about what you can do with a power station.
Yeah.
Bob Casey says EcoFlow and Jackery.
Oh, EcoFlow's another good one. Yeah, there's a lot of really good brands. Yeah.
Al, is yours a generator, you said, or is it?
No, it's a power bank. It's a power bank. You know, big power. It's only 8 pounds too, so it's not even that big.
Yeah.
It's got USB ports. It's got a regular 110 outlet on it. Cigarette lighter plug, the whole bit. So
there are so many companies that make those things now, and yeah. So anyway, there's a lot of good ones.
Listen, guys, I have to get up real early in the morning, so I'm going to have to bug out.
Al, I want to thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on with us tonight. Great to have you on. Come back and see us soon, Al.
Yes, I will, and I will see you guys in April for sure.
Sounds good. I believe it too.
Come back to the show before that. Good night.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Good night, Marcus.
Bye.
Enjoy your dinner. And Brian, I want to thank you so much for coming on tonight, taking some time out. Always love having the show, and again, come back on, soon or whatever. We love having you on here.
Thank you, Brian.
You got anything coming up? Anything? Well, you got the Air 3S coming in Friday, hopefully.
That was another thing I made with the wife, because she wanted something that I had to okay for her to get, not near as in the price range. So we've agreed not to open anything till Christmas. So I won't be doing anything till the New Year's.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Anyway, with that, I'm gonna take off. Y'all, thanks for having me again, y'all. Y'all are.
Great having you on, Brian. Thank you. Good night.
Right, bye-bye.
See you, Brian.
And what that leads to, or whatever,
Another good one, Brian. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Always the show. It's not the Drone Nation without you, or even when you were coming in for a few minutes there, it just wasn't the same. I think San Diego just kicked a field goal.
Oh, the game. Yeah.
They're down 1 point, and it's still third quarter.
All right, Ron.
We were for the Ravens though. We're ahead by a point.
Yeah. All right, Ron. Well, it was great knowing you, Ron.
Yeah. You got to run too? You got to leave?
Let's go watch this game.
Hey, one thing. I did pump up the Johnny. I'm going to be on at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning talking about that new Mic Mini, right? On Drone Nation.
Yeah.
No. Are you coming early tomorrow? Or?
No. I won't be there tomorrow. No, we have.
I think at 8 a.m. Johnny and I are going to be sitting there by ourselves.
What was that? Sorry.
I think at 8 a.m. Johnny and I are going to be sitting there by ourselves.
No, well, I'll be listening.
In the car.
On the road, yeah. I got to drop Aaron off at 8:30. So.
No, but I like your idea. Let's go watch that game and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
We got 3 football games on Thanksgiving and 1 on Friday now.
Yeah, I'll say this since we're leaving. It is my birthday on Thanksgiving.
Oh, you're going to be the Drone Nation birthday of the week next Monday then.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah. All right. Hey, folks.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us in chat. Great show. You guys are the best. I want everybody out in the chat to have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you back on Cyber Monday. We may have better deals for them, right? We may be saving him a whole bunch of money on Monday. So don't eat too much turkey. Don't stuff yourself too much.
I won't.
I won't either. Good night.
Thanks, Dre.